What is up, guys? This is the Spoon Dude back with another custom action figure video. This time I will be showcasing my Magneto figure. This figure has parts from two Iron Man figures and then a head from a DC Icons Aquaman. This is the DC Icons Aquaman. If you have that figure, you know he comes with two heads. One of them has like a big old hole in his forehead for an effects piece. I was never really impressed by that head sculpt, so I thought it would make great custom fodder, and unfortunately it didn't fit perfectly on the Iron Man body that I was using. I did actually cut the face off and then put it on top of the Iron Man head, which I also had to cut the face off that one, but only so far as to where the ball joint is, as you can see there. It looks good from the front, I think. Then from the side it looks extra long because it's a face paste onto, 2/3 of a head. Looking at the face here, you can see I did repaint it and I sculpted the helmet. I think I did okay with the helmet. You can see I got the horns there and then the purple kind of trim. I used a little bit of gloss on the eyes to kind of make them pop more. It's not my best face, but it's not my worst face either. For the body, like I said, I used two Iron Mans. The upper torso, shoulders, and biceps are from the original Iron Man movie Mark II figure way back in 2008. The rest of the body is from the Age of Ultron Mark 43. I had to pop off the torso and then put it on top of the hinge of this one. It's tricky, and you can still see the seam. I forgot to cover that with sculpt, but it works, you can still articulate it. And I sculpted the torso, not very well in my opinion though. It looks kind of weirdly bulbous and round, but I did kind of rush it. But there it is. The shoulders are the Mark II shoulders, like I said, because it came with the torso, and they look okay. I think I filled in the little holes on for the pins of the shoulder pads from the original Iron Man. At the lower forearms though, from the Mark 43, I think just because he has better hands, and it looked a lot better. I'm really surprised how well this torso works on the Mark 43 body. It looks, the shoulders give him a nice width, makes him look nice and bulky for Magneto. See, this is not his classic comic look since he's more armored, but I did decide to paint it in that kind of classic comic look. Initially, I wanted actually to make him look like the X-Men Evolution Magneto, where it's like all black with a red torso and then some purple highlights here and there. But as I was painting it, it didn't look that great, it didn't pop, so I just went for the classic look. Yeah, there's, paint rub, but because he's mostly a red figure, it's not too bad. But here in the elbows, I used the Mark II elbow joints, and you can see some paint rub there. I don't really mind. Cape is just some purple cloth, which I obviously cut to like the big semicircle, and then I had these folds in. I glued them in. I had these folds glued in, so they have that kind of comic book look, and they lay nicer. Just kind of poofs out in a weird way. Yeah, it's kind of ugly in the back too. I didn't really take my time there, and I did hem it, but I did kind of rush, and this needs more glue. But I think it looks pretty good, nicely for the most part. If I get this, just put in some time to, let it look good. And I think that looks pretty nice. Like I said, there's some weird parts going on, particularly the torso, and the head's kind of weird from the side, but overall, I'm pretty happy with this custom. The figure stands at just above 6 inches. He scales well with the average figure. The closest one I have here is this Obi-Wan, which is a short figure, but, I basically made this figure because I needed more villains on my shelf, and, who are the big bad villains of Marvel? Magneto is one of them. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this figure. I think he looks pretty decent and looks nice on my shelf. Fills in that gap, So yeah, there's my custom figure. Hope you liked them. Please feel free to comment below if you have any thoughts, and like the video, subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. Yeah, so that's the video. Thanks for watching.